Welcome to the Scariest Things podcast, your gateway to the trends and tropes of the horror genre. Episode 73, The Speed Round. I am your host, Eric Lee, and I am joined with
Mike Campbell
and
Liz Williams.
So we have a format change here for you, as the whole terrifying notion of the speed round may be. We're going to do a rapid fire set of questions that essentially develops our own horror movie profile.
If you find Myers-Briggs scary,
right,
this episode is for you.
I was thinking about if we had it more of a multiple choice kind of a question, we might be able to quadrant
kind of a
this thing.
ENTJ with a slasher rising.
I like that.
That almost sounds like a horoscope.
Oh, horoscopes.
Yeah, this is
horoscopes.
This is kind of horoscope. This is kind of Myers-Briggs horror.
So, full disclosure, we'd done a test run of this particular episode once already, and we had 40 questions, and we stopped. And it
whoa, wait! We started with 8.
Yeah,
a very manageable.
We started with 8,
which would have lasted us all of a minute and a half.
We started with a nice manageable 8, where we could fill in with a little bit of exposition and allow you to get to know us, and then we went to 40, and now we're at
an even 100.
100.
So
you get to sit, you get to peer inside the mind of a horror movie junkie.
Yes, and so this will
8 is not good
your
enough.
Whole profile. Well, and the other things that we ended up having to backfill with potential extra grave digging for you, because normally we tend to run over, but when we did that last recording, we ended up finishing out around 25 minutes. So
yes.
So we decided we're going to give the people what they want, and that's more stuff.
Although I do feel
more of us.
Yes, more. Yes, yeah, absolutely more of us. Although I do feel like this is like when you do the when you're filling out your passwords online, and they give you all of these like hyper subjective questions like, what's your favorite restaurant? And I'm like, you ask me like. Ask me next week, because there's going to be a different answer.
Oh no, I think that's perfectly fine. In fact,
which is why I say I think we should go back and we do this again every year, because I have a feeling
we definitely should.
I might have some different answers for this.
Oh yeah,
like in a week.
I had different answers from last week.
I did too.
Things are top of the mind, and you're thinking about something, or you're researching, and you're like, "Oh my god, I forgot about that one." So
yeah, I thought, oh wait, yeah, that was. I can't believe I forgot about this one. I'm changing my answer.
Yep.
Right.
But for all of those of you who are listening to us now, I hope that you've actually gotten a chance to pick up we've posted a PDF online so that you can do this along with us, and
That's
then you
right.
can call us a bunch of fraudulent charlatans like we often suggest, or you could think that we're the most brilliant horror minds in the horror environment, shall we say?
Or probably somewhere in the middle.
More
That's
likely
right.
somewhere
That's
in the middle. So. I think that.
But why don't we tell folks where this whole thing came from?
And Mike,
yes, it did not come from me. It did come from the internet. Mm-hmm. There was a meme for those of you that check out a bunch of different horror sites, horror social media, digital publishing, etc. You're probably familiar with a meme that I think cropped up a year or so ago, and it was a nice, as I mentioned, neat, concise list of about 8 things. These were just sort of like what makes you tick from a horror perspective. Favorite horror movie, favorite movie you first watched, movie that still scares you, movie that you can watch over and over again. And I posited to Eric, I said we should do something like this.
And then I thought, that's for rank amateurs.
And we took it and mutated it grotesquely
into something in a particularly Eric over-expressive, dive in a little too deep mode.
We Frankensteined
This is getting to know Eric even before you hear his movie picks.
So yes, overthought, heavy on the kind of question and answer.
We can make it bigger.
That's right.
Yeah,
Why do something simple when I can just beat it to death.
Well, and more to the point, I think if you were to profile the three of us, I would probably be the 8-question person. Liz would be the 40-person question. And Eric would be the 100-person question.
So Eric's like, only 100? Wait a minute.
and since I wrote the list, you people are at my mercy.
That's right.
Yes, it is. You are.
But I think part of the fun also is me trying to figure out what Mike and Liz might be listing. At this point, I've got a pretty good sense of what they're doing, but I'm not going to belabor my guesses on theirs because then we'll be here for 2 hours. We're not going to
be so wrong.
So wrong. Dawn of the Dead is coming. I know Dawn of the Dead is coming.
Well, yes.
That's
How
be
can
so
it not?
Yes, because I think we've
Dawn of the Dead better be on all of our lists.
We've had confessionals
Yes.
already, so which is our top 25 movies.
Yes.
Which you can go back to our top 100 from last year, and you can take a look at if you want to see how consistent we are.
Right.
You can go back and see how many of the things that we talk about today actually showed up on our top 25.
Well, and a lot of these things we've kind of a lot of these categories we've touched on in previous podcasts,
Right.
and I actually went back and listened. I don't know if you did, Liz, but I listened to a couple of these just to make sure that I was squared away on saying what my favorite thing of that specific subgenre was.
You're like, well, wait a minute. You just picked.
Right.
This is the worst sequel. You can't now call it the best sequel. Right? That
Exactly.
was just last week.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Got to be consistent.
Can't be Friday the 13th part. What did you pick? 7?
7.
No.
Yeah.
You did Jason Takes Manhattan, right?
That's 7.
That's 8.
7.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think it's 7.
Look it up.
We'll get back to you on that
Internet.
one. We'll get back to you on
IMDb is your friend.
That's right.
So I guess the way this is going to work
Yeah.
is that I will read off the list, and Liz was asking me before. It's like, do you have the talking stamina to make it through the whole 100 list?
If you can create a list of 100, then you have the talking stamina.
Yeah, and I'm a blabbermouth, so I can go all day. You can just wind me up and I'll go.
It is Friday the 13th, part 8. Sorry about that. I knew it.
Credit to Eric.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
More than one was too many.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So what we're going to do is I will offer up the question, and then we'll go Liz, Mike, and then Eric. And then we'll go quickly and with as little exposition as possible. Sometimes
No exposition.
We can't. Yeah, the idea is no exposition, but we couldn't help ourselves the last time we went through this. So
Just expletives.
right, it's like
Just
no
expletives.
way,
No
no way.
I was
I was
thinking
like,
maybe a little,
no
something a little more blue. Yeah.
All right. So all right. Are you guys ready?
Ready?
Yes.
Okay. So the first batch of question is what I'm referring to as openers. And question 1, best horror movie opening scene. Liz, go.
You're next.
Oh, that's new.
It follows.
Jaws. Question 2, my very first horror movie.
Night of the Living Dead.
I changed this.
Oh, you can't change that. How can it change?
Change that.
Has your memory changed? Okay.
Yes, it does.
Okay, go ahead.
The Amazing Colossal Man.
Oh, nice. King Kong. My first R-rated horror movie.
So I really have no idea, but the first one I remember seeing in a theater, and maybe this is just because I'm old, so I can only remember back to 1990, was a sci-fi horror film called The Class of 1999. And I went to the movie theater with my friend Meredith Volk and saw it, and we were, I guess, 13. So
too much
that's
exposition.
kind of the first one I remember seeing.
Mike.
Shout out! I want to give a personal shout out to Meredith Volk.
Yep.
Friday the 13th.
Halloween.
Ooh.
Horror. Question number 4. Horror movie I love. Fundamental.
Martyrs.
Dawn of the Dead.
There it is.
Yep.
The Thing. Question 5. Horror movie I hate.
It Follows.
Oh.
I don't like it. Sorry.
Oh.
Hold your comments for later.
Oculus.
House of 1,000 Corpses. Question 6. Favorite horror movie subgenre.
Serial killers.
I don't know if this is subgenre. Grindhouse.
Ooh, it changed. Monsters, non-human. Question 7. Horror movie that I think is overrated.
The Shining.
Oh, because Liz picked The Shining. I'm going to get provocative too. It.
Oh,
The new one. Part 1. Part 1. It.
Amityville Horror.
Oh yeah, totally.
Totally overrated. Horror movie that is underrated. Question number 8.
Hostel.
House of the Devil.
That's just underseen.
It was underrated by us on our top 100.
Yeah.
We are sorry, Ty West.
Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. People bag on that one too much.
Yep.
Question number 9. Favorite horror movie franchise of 3 or more films?
Paranormal Activity.
Halloween.
The Evil Dead. Question number 10. Horror movie I could watch on repeat.
Silence of the Lambs.
Dawn of the Dead. 2004.
Cabin in the Woods. Question number 11. Horror movie that made me fall in love with horror movies.
Poltergeist.
Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Nice. Alien. Okay, now we're moving into something that I'm calling cast and crew. Question 12. Best horror movie actor single performance.
Brad Dourif in Exorcist 3.
Ooh,
Oh, wow.
nice call.
Donald Pleasance. Halloween. Dr. Loomis.
Jeff Goldblum as Seth Brundle in The Fly.
Good one.
Question 13. Switching genders. Favorite horror movie actress single performance.
Toni Collette in Hereditary.
This one's for Eric. Sissy Spacek. Carrie. And I'm not joking.
And we have a collision. Toni Collette, Hereditary.
She deserves it.
Favorite horror movie actor, legacy.
Now, wait. What is legacy?
That means the whole body of work.
Oh, okay.
I'm going
I thought this
with
was
Robert Englund on this one as Freddy.
I thought this was favorite horror movie actor, cheez and sleaze.
That's coming. That's coming.
That's
Oh
next.
God! I'm gonna
Mike,
go.
you didn't get the last minute
I
change
know.
from yesterday.
I'll go with Donald Pleasance again.
I'm going Vincent Price.
Yeah, okay.
Favorite horror movie actress, legacy.
I stayed in my franchise here, and I'm picking Heather Langenkamp, Nancy from Nightmare on Elm Street.
I'm gonna go with Jamie Lee Curtis.
Barbara Steele.
Oh, that's what I picked last time. Yeah.
Do you want to change your opinion?
Final answer.
Final answer.
I'm locked in.
Okay, now here we are. Question 16. Favorite horror movie actor for cheese and sleaze factor.
Okay, I got this.
Mine's Bill Moseley, 100%.
Oh yeah. Christopher George.
Christopher George.
Yeah. Grizzly.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay. I have Jeffrey Combs.
Oh, okay.
Oh, very good choice.
Favorite movie actress, cheese and sleaze factor.
I stayed franchise here too, and God, I love to hate her. It's Sherry Moon Zombie. Cheese and sleaze at 100%.
Oh yeah. She might be wannabe cheese and sleaze. Linnea Quigley, Return of the Living Dead, Silent Night, Deadly Night, and Graduation Day.
I have Sybil Danning.
I almost picked
Kabam Bam.
Yeah.
Howling 2, Your Sister
Yeah, I
is a
know.
Werewolf. And plenty of other schlocky things where she shows her boobs.
Right.
We got question 18. Favorite horror movie villain.
Candyman.
Candyman. Michael Myers, The Shape.
I have Harry Powell from Night of the Hunter. Question number 19. Favorite horror movie protagonist.
Special Agent Clarice Starling.
Oh, nice.
Mike
My
Pierce.
fave.
Mike Pearson, Phantasm, 1979.
Oh, okay. I have Ash Williams from all the Evil Dead movies. Question 20. Favorite horror movie protagonist who is also the monster.
Leslie Vernon from Behind the Mask, The Rise of Leslie Vernon.
Great call.
Gojira.
Oh.
Godzilla.
I have Justine from Raw.
Oh, wow.
Huh.
That was pretty divergent on our 3 parts.
That was.
Yeah, all over the map. You went giant monster. I went with little cannibal. And we had a mass killer. So nice mix.
Yep.
Question 21. Favorite horror movie sidekick or lackey?
The TSA's finest, Rod Williams from Get Out, played by Lil Ray Howery.
Do we have a collision?
No shit. Rod Williams. I'm TS motherfucking A. We handle shit. That's what we do.
Yeah. I have Renfield, Dwight Fry from Dracula.
Also pretty divergent.
Good
Yes.
sidekick. Yeah.
Favorite male horror movie director?
Eli Roth.
George A. Romero.
Rest in peace, George.
Yes.
I have John Carpenter. Question 23. Favorite female horror movie director?
Karen Kusama, who did Jennifer's Body and The Invitation.
This is Amy Holden Jones, who did Slumber Party Massacre.
Nice. I have Jennifer Kent, who did The Babadook.
Yeah.
The worst horror movie director.
I feel a collision coming on, possibly.
Yeah.
I picked Rob Zombie.
M. Night Shyamalan.
Oh. Called shot. I got collision, Rob Zombie.
Yeah. I thought it was going to be a hat trick. I thought we were all going on that one.
Trifecta.
No, Mike has a secret sort of perverted.
I want to like him.
Yeah.
Because I think his
I
heart
like
his heart is in the right
Devil's
place.
Rejects, but he's terrible.
Everything else around that is
Yes.
just like.
He's reverse Midas touch.
Okay, we are now into what I'm calling horror film craft. Question number 25. Favorite horror movie production studio?
Right now, I guess it's A24.
Trauma.
Collision, A24. Question 26. Favorite horror movie original score?
I am saying Mandy for this one.
Deep Red.
I'm saying Candyman, Philip Glass.
Candyman.
Oh, beautiful score. Question 27. Favorite horror movie soundtrack or song?
No contest. It is the soundtrack for The Lost Boys, and I cannot pick just one song.
No contest. Part 2. Return of the Living Dead.
I have Green Slime.
Oh, I love Green Slime.
That song. That is
song
awesome.
is awesome.
Okay. Question 28. The most iconic sound effect or audio cue?
I picked the tubular bells from The Exorcist. I mean, I don't know if that's really score, but I couldn't pick the bump bump from Law and Order because that's not horror, and that's the only iconic sound I know.
Paranormal Activity. The rumble. You knew shit was going to go down.
And we're in complete agreement. The subsonic thud from Paranormal Activity.
Wow.
Question 29. Favorite makeup or special effects artist?
I'm going to get real. I'm saying Tom Savini, but he's probably the only one I know by name off the top of my head.
Okay.
I'm not.
Getting Real Part 2, Tom Savini.
I'm going with our local boy, Chris Walas,
Oh, there you go.
who did The Fly and Gremlins.
Yeah.
Favorite monster costume? Question 30.
I'm saying Peach Fuzz from Creep.
Nice.
Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Collision, Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Heck yeah.
Oh, so wonderful.
Read Mallory O'Meara's book.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
And you will learn a little bit more. And read Liz's review at thescariestthings.com.
And
Listen to Liz's
the
review.
And
podcast interview.
Yes, and
With
listen to
Mallory.
the interview. Yeah.
Okay. Question 31. Best horror movie special effect or makeup effect?
American Werewolf in London. The transformation scene.
Yep.
Reagan in The Exorcist coming down the stairs backwards.
I have Nora splitting open like a sea urchin in The Thing.
Good one.
Let's let's see, where are we now? 32. Most embarrassingly bad movie special effects or makeup.
There's a movie out there called Birdemic. I've only seen it because I've seen the Riff Tracks version of Birdemic, but the special effects are absolutely terrible, and I recommend you watch the Riff Track Birdemic.
Yes.
It came from outer space, 1953.
I have Asylum of Satan.
What?
the bad rubber
Come
mask.
on.
Oh.
1970.
They only had so much money.
72. Yes? Yeah, 72. I think it was 72.
Okay. Most beautiful horror movie art direction.
I picked a 1990 film, The Reflecting Skin.
I've never even heard of that.
Nah, me too.
It is I think it just came out on Blu-ray and was kind of coming back into a few theaters for a anniversary. It stars Viggo Mortensen, and it's kind of like a vampire-esque horror thing, like set on the plains, and everybody kind of dresses like they're Amish. It's very strange.
Oh.
I've only seen it once and then like tried to find it again. And so I'll have to get my hands on the Blu-ray because it's coming out on Blu-ray.
Sounds like Liz is going to have to do a review for us on the website.
I would totally would.
I think a review is coming.
I will do that.
I'm going with the 2007 Spanish horror film, The Orphanage.
Here's one. I can't believe that Mike didn't pick this one. I thought it was going to be a collision. Suspiria.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that magenta and cyan combination is back in style.
It is.
Yep.
Okay. Most beautiful cinematography. Question 34.
So this is the one that I misread, and I thought it said choreography. So it threw me for a loop. But I picked an answer. I will answer both. So for choreography, I picked Night Comes for Us because they had some amazingly bloody but wonderfully choreographed fight scenes.
Okay.
But for cinematography, I'm going to pick this year, 2019's Midsummer.
Oh, yeah. Okay. For choreography, I'm going with Little Shop of Horrors.
Good one.
For cinematography, I'm going with The Shining because it turns out Stanley Kubrick kind of knew what he was doing.
Yeah, that is a gorgeous film.
Yep.
And since this is Liz's added bonus question, best choreography, I'm going to have to go with the remake of Suspiria.
Very
which had
good
some
choice.
fantastic dancing.
Yep.
And for most beautiful cinematography, I have to go with Qui-Gon.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful.
Question 35. Coolest horror movie prop, gadget, or weapon?
So mine's, I'm going to call it a weapon. I'm picking the waterbed from Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh, that's a prop. That's for sure.
Goodbye, Johnny Depp.
And it's a gadget, and it's a weapon.
Yep.
The machete from Dawn of the Dead.
I'm going with the flying sphere from Phantasm.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, now we're moving on to best horror moments because that's what we're all about. Question 36. The most intense scene that I had to cover my eyes for.
I still have to cover my eyes, and this is the Achilles tendon scene from Pet Sematary.
Oh, yeah.
The original one. I don't know. I'm sure they put it in the new one, but I haven't seen that one yet.
Mike?
This is the Thai satanic cult scene from VHS 2.
Oh, yeah. Safe Haven.
Kitty.
Oh, God.
Needlework from Audition.
Oof.
Question 37. The most shocking surprise moment.
Charlie and the telephone pole in Hereditary.
Yep.
The Satanist who kills the friend of the babysitter in House of the Devil.
And I also have Charlie versus the telephone pole in Hereditary.
That was our oh shit moment.
Yep.
We looked at each other.
This is when Liz and I met. We were sitting next to each other in Hereditary, and it was, oh shit! It's like, did not see that
went
coming.
Silent after they yelled, oh shit.
Yeah, that whole audience.
Bonded by sorrow and sadness.
Yep.
Question 38. The most revolting horror gory moment.
I can't really think of a specific one, but for me, it's anything with eyeballs or fingernails.
Oh man,
I like a body horror.
Man.
Oh, Audition, yeah. I'm going.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, the where the beast in Anthropophagus pulls the woman's fetus out of her body through her belly.
Oy. Seeing as how I have not seen that, I cannot use that. But I'm having the pulling a man in half scene in Bone Tomahawk.
Ooh.
Oh,
God,
yes.
and that's just messy. Because up to that point, it really wasn't much of a horror movie.
You are correct. It was a very, very slow burn.
Yes, and then
Until that.
Okay. Question 39: the saddest moment in a horror movie that made you cry or close to it.
I totally cried at the end of Train to Busan.
Oh, yeah.
I never cry, which is why I'm a horror fan. The end of The Mist.
Oh, yeah. And that just makes you feel hollow.
Yep.
I have the death of King Kong in Peter Jackson's remake of King Kong. Man, tears.
Yeah.
That was rough. I love Kong. Okay. Question 40: the goofiest horror movie moment.
So by goofy, I kind of took that as it wasn't really supposed to be funny, but makes me laugh every time. And
That
it's
works.
the flaming wheelchair with the reporter going down the street in Red Dragon.
Okay.
I can't. It just cracks me up. I'm sorry. It's horrible.
Mike.
Throwing 12-inch singles at zombies in Shaun of the Dead.
Oh, I almost did that, but I went with the confetti gore explosion in Dave Made a Maze.
That's right. Dave made
a maze from 2017. Question 41: your favorite horror movie trope.
My favorite one, and I feel like it's not being used as often anymore, it was really more for the 80s, is anybody like having sex or taking off their top, especially if you're having sex in the woods. Don't do that. Don't leave your group. Stay together. No sex.
They don't do that much anymore.
Not anymore. No.
I'm going with don't go in the basement.
I'm going with a cat jump scare. I love cat jump scares. They're stupid, but they're great. Question 42: the most overused and annoying trope.
Sorry, Eric. I have the cat jump scare.
Yeah.
Car won't start.
Ring, ring. Car won't start. All right.
Used way too often.
Oh my God. Yeah. And it's now with automatic, the proximity key things, that shouldn't happen at all.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Now we're moving on to horror storytelling and scripting. Question 43: the most original horror screenplay.
Not much of a screenplay, but I'm picking The Blair Witch Project.
Ooh, that's a good. The screenplay from which was actually, I mean, it's not original per se,
Or maybe you could say your favorite screenplay.
well, okay. So the Ring.
Okay. I have Get Out.
Okay. Oh
Good
yeah.
one.
That's a good one.
Question 44: spoiler alerts. Most surprising plot twist.
The first Saw movie.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying the spoiler, but it got me.
Sleepaway Camp.
Sleepaway Camp.
Oh yeah.
Called shot. There you go.
There it is.
Yeah, and
There it
you
is.
know what we're talking about. It's the finale, and we won't spoil it. Question 45: horror movie that made me laugh the most.
Mine is a little film called The Broken Lizards Club Dread. Broken Lizards is the comedy troupe that did it, and it is a slasher horror film.
2019's Extraordinary.
Gotta go see that, folks.
Yep.
It is a fantastic. It's best rom-com. It's maybe the only true rom-com horror movie that I've seen.
Well,
5 stars.
Shaun of the Dead.
Shaun of the Dead. Yeah, kind
Yeah.
of.
Hello.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's more
did it for love.
Rami than
Yeah.
Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah. I have Young Frankenstein. Okay, now we're getting into some stuff that we've talked about fairly recently. Question 46: best horror movie sequel.
Oh, I have a straight up tie. Eric doesn't want me to have a tie, but I'm spitting them out anyway. Paranormal Activity 2 and Exorcist 2. I mean 3. Excuse me. Oh, God.
I almost
Exorcist
got
2
you
was
there.
From last week.
Okay,
Also, Paranormal Activity 2.
I have The Bride of Frankenstein. And now, best remake.
I have the 2012 version of Maniac.
Dawn of the Dead 2004.
I have 1982's The Thing. It's my favorite. I have to put it there. Okay, now, we just talked about this. Question 48: worst horror movie sequel.
Blair Witch, Adam Wingard.
Silent Night, Deadly Night 2.
I have A Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge. So bad. Question 49, worst remake, and there's a lot you can pick from.
I have not seen this, but it's going to be the remake of Martyrs.
Oh.
I will not ever see it. I don't know why they needed it. Just read the French subtitles, people. Goodness.
Is it? Has it already happened?
Oh, yeah, it's already happened, and it's starring one of the girls from Pretty Little Liars.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Who I'm sure she's a very nice girl, but that was a really dumb role to take. You know, don't remake these movies. I'm sick of them.
This is the flip side of the best remake coin, Dawn of the Dead. This is the worst remake, 2018's
Day of the Dead?
Day of the Dead.
Nice. I have Gus Van Sant's Psycho. Just
that was a terrible remake.
Why did you do it? For different reasons. It was well done, but worthless at the same time. Strange. 50. Here's a favorite. Guilty pleasure movie. So bad, it's good.
Blair Witch 2, Book of Shadows.
Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Yeah. I have Piranha 3 Double D.
I think it's Triple D.
Triple D? Yeah.
For the record.
3D. Okay. Question 51. Best gateway movie for scaredy cat adults, R-rated.
Cabin in the Woods, so you can learn all the tropes.
Nice.
1989's Deep Star 6.
Oh, yeah.
Or Leviathan.
Or
also from 1989.
The Abyss,
Oh, Leviathan.
Was Death Ship. Yeah. That was a thing.
Yep.
I have Evil Dead 2. Best gateway horror movie for kids under 13.
Beetlejuice.
Gremlins.
Coraline. Okay, we are now at question 53. Most depressing horror movie.
Lars von Trier's Antichrist.
Oof.
2019's The Lodge.
Wow, yeah. That was grim. I have Eraserhead. It starts out depressing and just gets worse. Question 50.
It's depressing. It's
Question
weird
50.
as hell.
Oh my god, that one just sent me into a funk for a week. All right, now here's a tricky one. Best horror movie documentary.
I chose one that's called Cropsy. That's a documentary about like some urban legends surrounding like an abandoned mental institution.
That one's good.
Worth checking out. It's pretty cool.
It is good. 2018, I think it might be 18, 19, horror noir.
Yep. I have 2018's Survival of the Film Freaks, which is very much what we're doing right now, kind of a thing. Question 55, the best horror movie title.
For me, I'm picking Dawn of the Dead. I think that just
nice alliteration.
I don't know.
It says
it's
it all.
Really good horror movie title.
Also a good horror movie title that kind of says it all. Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yep.
I have I Dismember Mama.
Oh, I love that.
Question 56, best tagline.
From Last House on the Left when they kept saying, it's only a movie. It's only a movie.
Do we have a collision?
Yes. To avoid fainting, keep repeating. It's only a movie. It's only a movie.
I have one from a movie that very few people have seen, but everybody's seen the box cover. Take the stairs. Take the stairs. For God's sake, take the stairs. From The Lift.
The Lift. The Lift is not terrible. Have you seen it?
It's boring. It's so boring.
I didn't think it was that bad.
Now we're getting into some horror history, and this is where we're going to lose Liz for a couple of these, and she'll rejoin somewhere midstream. So, Unseen Horror Movie Golden Age, 1930 to 1940.
I'm passing. This is a blind spot. If you listen to the podcast, you know that I am not into the oldies. Pass.
1933's The Ghoul.
Oh, I have 1934 as The Island of Lost Souls.
Mm-hmm.
Question 58, Underseen Horror Movie The Atomic Age, 1950s.
Bad.
Pass.
Nope. Bad Seed.
Black Scorpion.
Yeah. Love Black Scorpion.
Okay, question 59. Underseen Horror Movies transitional age, 1960s.
Okay, I'm back. 1965, Repulsion.
Nice. I love that movie.
1968.
Yep, it's wonderful.
68's Hour of the Wolf.
Oh, yeah, a little bit of Ingmar Bergman action. I've got 1968's early Grindhouse, Spider Baby. Underseen Horror Movie Grindhouse era, speaking of Grindhouse, 1970s.
I'm sticking with 1977's Carrie because Eric has not seen it yet.
Oh, you said another sharp stick in the eye.
Yep.
Let's Scare Jessica to Death.
I also have Let's Scare Jessica to Death. Question 61, moving up a decade, Underseen Horror Movies VHS era, 1980s.
Gothic from 1986.
1981's Just Before Dawn, filmed in the great state of Oregon.
Nice. I have Basket Case. Freaky little basket case. Okay, question 62, moving up another decade, Underseen Horror Movies, the sequel era, 1990s.
Idle Hands from 1999, horror comedy.
1998's Urban Legend.
I have Guillermo del Toro's intro, Kronos. Question 63, Underseen Horror Movie, the indie age, the 2000s.
2007, Borderland, starring Ryder Strong from Boy Meets World.
Oh, that's the other one I need to see. I do want to see that
that's
one.
because there's a couple other movies called Borderland, so make sure you're looking for the one with Ryder Strong.
Don't get confused. 2001's Session 9.
Oh,
love that
nice.
film.
Good call. I have a South Korean movie, A Tale of Two Sisters.
Oh, right, yeah.
Also a beautiful film.
This is question 64. Underseen Horror Movies of the recent vintage, festival age is what I'm calling it.
I'm choosing the Poughkeepsie tapes because even though it premiered in 2007, it wasn't available until 2014. Then it got pulled again and came back to being available in 2017. So seek it out. It is incredibly, incredibly dark and not a gateway film, but it's really good.
All right.
I'm going with 2015's Southbound.
Okay.
Anthology horror.
I'm going with, I think it's 2016, but the one-on-one zombie chase movie, It Stains the Sands Red. Now we're going to, this is the Liz Williams specialty section here, other horror media. Okay, question 65, your favorite horror author?
Paul Tremblay.
I'm going with Grady Hendrix because I've read like almost all of his books this summer.
And he's fun. He's great. Love Grady. And we've met Grady.
Great.
We met him, yes.
Yep.
I have Dan Simmons.
Oh, yeah.
Good choice. Song of Kali is one of my favorite books.
Yeah, that's a great one.
And it's
So then we follows it up with your favorite horror movie novel, or no, favorite horror novel.
I picked Pen Pal by Dathan Auerbach, and you can read my review on scariestthings.com. 1T.
I'm going to the top of the mountain. The film, the horror novel that cannot be made into a movie, At the Mountains of Madness.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
That's the third rail of horror.
Yeah, Guillermo was this close. He almost did it.
I think they're still trying.
Yeah, they should.
I think at one point Tom Cruise was attached to it too.
Wow,
but he
that's
wanted
not a good idea.
He wanted $180 million and making an R-rated movie, and they said no.
Right.
I love Tom Cruise, but I don't know. I don't think those things go together.
No.
I don't know.
Russell Crowe, though, I think would be pretty good in that.
Sure.
So I have, it's Dan Simmons' book, The Terror. And you can read my review of The Terror on scariestthings.com.
That's right.
Best adapted horror movie from another medium, question 67.
I picked the 2018 Netflix series, The Haunting of Hill House.
Last House on the Left, which was adapted from the 1968 film Hour of the Wolf, which was adapted from a Swedish folk tale, which was adapted from a Swedish folk song.
Oh, wow. Yeah, 4 layers of reference. Nice job, Mike. Mine has less provenance, but I'm going with the what I think is Stephen King's best adaptation of Misery.
Yeah.
Favorite horror television show?
I've chosen Fortitude, which is a British show that takes place in a town north of the Arctic Circle. It's my number one on my top 20. What did I do? 10? Top 10 TV shows from the UK and Europe.
Nice.
Kolchak, The Night Stalker.
Oh, deep dive.
Good choice.
Nice.
Yes.
Mine's has a little more recent vintage. This is The Walking Dead, seasons 1 through 5 before it fell off the cliff. Your favorite horror short?
Living with Jigsaw. 2 minutes.
It was so
2
funny.
minutes of pure joy.
Treevenge.
Finley.
Yes.
We've seen and this is for everybody out there. We're sort of getting baptized in the horror shorts now.
Yes.
That sounds bad.
We need to do it. Yeah. Oh boy, he got it baptized in the horror shorts. That was not good. It's kind of ugly.
Best horror media reference other than The Scariest Things.
I like the Horror News Radio podcast and Facebook group.
There's a podcast that I've been listening to when we first started into this, and I was kind of listening to a bunch of different horror podcasts because I wanted to kind of see how it was done. And one of the ones I really liked is Terror Incognito.
I'm going broader scope. I'm going with Shudder because I think that they are going to prop up the horror genre for the next 10 years probably.
They give you everything.
Yep.
Favorite horror-themed object in your house?
I have all my Grady Hendrix books signed by the author. So those are my favorite.
I'm going with the Leatherface doll that, again, I still owe Eric a couple bucks for.
From Wizworld.
From Wizworld.
An unclaimed prize. I have also from Wizard World, Vincent Kukua's Mount Rushmore illustration that he did for our presentation in front of the live audience.
Which you can see as a banner on the scariestthings.com website.
Absolutely. Thanks, Vincent. Question 72. Favorite horror movie posters 1930 to 1979?
I chose the Exorcist poster because it's just the iconic image of the priest standing
Max von Sydow
below the stairs looking at the window.
It's gorgeous and creepy.
Yep.
I like this one, I think also from 1979 because it's a total ripoff of Jaws, Piranha.
I have The Creature from the Black Lagoon. So stylish, golden age.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful poster.
Yep.
Question 73. This is the more recent movies. Favorite movie poster 1980 to 2019.
I picked The Descent. It has the bodies of the spelunkers laid out, then it makes the shape of a skull.
Conceptually brilliant.
Yeah,
it's very cool.
I went up like 2 years to The Howling.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a great poster.
That's scratchy.
Yeah.
I think mine, I forget what year it came out, but Chopping Mall.
Oh,
the shopping cart full of eyeballs and body parts.
Yes.
I couldn't resist. Much better poster than it is a movie. Question 74. Favorite VHS box art?
April Fool's Day.
I'm going with Slumber Party Massacre 2.
You like that? You like that drill?
Part 2, which is the metal head with the guitar, and then the neck of the guitar is the drill.
Is the big phallic symbol?
Yes.
It's just not trying to suggest anything here.
No.
I have the Stuff because that was the movie that I always wanted to rent. I go into the video store and nobody was in and on it with me. It's like, oh, come on, you guys. Now we're moving into subgenres. Okay, your favorite vampire movie? Question 75.
Just to mix it up, I'm not going to tell you my real favorite, so I'll tell you my second favorite one.
Okay.
It is Byzantium, 2012, Neil Jordan.
Blackula.
Nice. I have let the right one in. Question 76. Favorite zombie movie?
I'm going with 28 Days Later.
Dawn of the Dead.
Dawn of the Dead. I would have gone 28 Days Later, but I'm sort of breaking the difference between humans and zombies, rage zombies, and all that kind of question.
Sure.
Anyways.
Yeah, I'm just not a zombie fan,
Yep.
so that's
hey,
one that I
good
could
for
watch
you.
again.
28 Days Later, I love that movie too.
Yeah.
Favorite mad scientist movie?
I picked The Fly.
Nice.
Piranha.
Reanimator.
In fact, I think I've answered Piranha for
Yep.
6 out of the last 8 questions.
Is it your favorite werewolf movie?
Mine's Ginger Snaps.
The Wolfman, 1941.
Old school. I have an American Werewolf in London. Question 79. Favorite beast movie?
I am not a creature feature kind of person, so I picked Tremors because it has worms.
Yep, counts.
Pumpkinhead.
You didn't go piranhas again? I went with The Relic. And the big beastie loose in the museum. Okay, now question number 80. Big genre. Favorite slasher movie?
I'm picking all of the 3 in the Scream franchise. I love those.
Halloween.
I have High Tension. Even though it fell off the cliff at the end, it was still so good in the first part.
Yeah, it started out real strong.
Question 81. Favorite Lovecraftian horror movie?
I picked 2016's The Void.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. I
Good
forgot
call.
about that one. The Dunwich horror.
I do love that.
I have Dagon. Almost was my most underseen movie from that decade. Favorite sci-fi horror movie?
Event Horizon.
No.
Yes.
Invasion of the Body Snatchers, the 1970s version.
I have-
78, yeah? 78?
77.
77, 78.
One of those two.
We'll
You're
get
close.
We'll get back.
Late
We'll get back.
70s.
Late 70s.
Well, I know this year for certain because this was also, I called this one out as my early favorites. 1979's Alien.
78 was Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Oh, you were right. I was
Yeah.
wrong. Okay, question 83. We also did this one very recently. Favorite home invasion movie?
The Strangers.
Hush.
You're next. Question 84. Favorite survival horror movie?
Mine is Frozen, not the animated Disney one, but the one about kids caught on the ski lift.
That's a great one.
Yep.
Carter Smith's The Ruins.
Excellent choice.
I have a movie that was very hard to watch for me, but it was actually an excellent movie. Open Water.
Yeah.
Question 85. Favorite holiday themed movie? This one's for you, Mike.
Mine is a 2010 Finnish film called Rare Exports.
Oh, yeah. Bad Santas.
Yep.
I mean,
Bad
the worst kind of
Santas. Very,
Santa.
very bad Santas.
My Bloody Valentine.
Black Christmas. Terror from Abroad. Question 86. Favorite Canadian horror movie?
So there's so much like made in Canada that's supposed to be set here and everybody's Canadian. So I went with a TV series called Cardinal, which is like a serial killer and detective show. And it is set and made and starring people from Canada.
Okay.
The Brood. David Cronenberg.
Well, I got to stay with Cronenberg, but I'm going with The Fly. So 87 is favorite British horror movie.
Shaun of the Dead.
Don't Look Now.
28 Days Later. Question 88. Favorite Euro horror, non-British.
Troll Hunter from Norway.
This is a tie. Deep Red or Suspiria.
Argento or Argento?
Argento or
Yep.
Argento.
I have Let the Right One In from Sweden. Question 89. Favorite J-horror or K-horror movie?
J horror, and it's Suicide Circle.
Onibaba.
K-horror, Train to Busan. Question 90. Favorite Down Under or Kiwi horror movie?
Mine is a film from 2009 called The Loved Ones.
Can I hear that accent again, real quick?
I wasn't an accent.
Oh, okay.
Kiwi.
The Babadook.
What We Do in the Shadows.
Oh, yeah.
From New Zealand and Taika Waititi.
Yep.
And Jermaine Clement. Question number 91. Favorite Latin American horror movie?
Terrified?
Mm-hmm.
1978's Alucarda.
Whoa.
Mexican.
Okay. I also have a Mexican one. Tigers Are Not Afraid.
Oh, I still haven't seen that yet.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Question
number 92. Favorite Central, Southern Asia, or Middle Eastern horror movie? This is a tricky one.
Okay, I went with Western Asia. Mine's from Turkey, and it's Can Evernal's Baskin.
Oh, nice.
Satan's Slaves.
From Indonesia. I have Tumbad from India. And following that question up, what is the next country to create a horror movie trend?
I think it's going to be Mexico.
I think it's going to be the United States of America.
What?
Yeah. No. True story. Because there is so much crap being churned out right now.
I've got Indonesia. Because I think that the martial arts kind of thing combined with all their mysticism, they're producing some really cool stuff lately. All right.
I agree.
Closing stuff. Question number 94. What is the most recent great horror movie you've seen? Something that you give 4 stars.
No. That doesn't say great. It's just the most recent horror movie. Oh,
no, it says great.
Oh, crap.
So
I don't know if this is great.
Recalibrate, Campbell.
I'll
This is
speak
not
very
great.
slowly, Mike, to give you time. This year at the Overlook, it's a 2019 feature called The Lodge.
The most recent horror film I've seen is The Love Witch.
Okay.
The most recent great horror film I've seen was The Green Inferno, which I reviewed for the scariestthings.com website a couple weeks ago. So if you look, you can go look for that review on the site.
I may not. I don't know.
It's good. It's good. It's good.
It's tough. It might be a bridge too far for you, Eric, since you're not a cannibal movie fan.
You're creepy crawly. Speaking of creep crawling, that's my favorite great, or what I'm claiming is the most recent great horror movie is Crawl. So, question number 95. The most recent horror movie that made me scream out loud. Or shout.
Well, I screamed at the TV, but I've kind of yelled at this one for like an "oh come on" and like laughing yell, and it was Saint Agatha.
Yeah, we have a split opinion on that one.
Yes, we do.
Mine was also Saint Agatha. No, it was Piranha. No, it was Crawl.
Oh, okay.
And my shout out loud was "Get out of the house!"
I think the last time I shouted at them, I was sitting next to Liz, and we've talked about it already. Oh shit! From Charlie versus the telephone pole in Hereditary. Question number 96: the horror movie remake that I want to see done.
I want to see Silence of the Lambs, but I don't want a movie. I want the TV group that did Hannibal to extend and add another season with the Silence of the Lambs story.
Do you like a 2-hour double feature, but just do the...
I want a season. I need 8 episodes. Okay. I need it to be long and drawn out, full of Mads Mikkelsen.
Okay.
I couldn't decide, so either Chud or
remake of Chud.
The 1950s radioactive monster movie, Them.
Okay.
One of the two.
Oh, that'd be great.
I know.
I want to see them do Todd Browning's Freaks.
Oh, yeah.
Because, it's...
As done by Rob Zombie.
No.
Oh. No. That, like with every movie he's made, it just hasn't worked.
But he does like the circus themes.
Right.
Does.
Okay, so question number 97. A horror movie that I will never see.
Mine is a Serbian film.
Sorry, Liz. Martyrs.
Liz has a mad plan in store for that.
I probably will see that.
I have also a Serbian film, and I'm not saying Carrie.
Oh,
because at some point I will see Carrie.
You do own it. You own a physical copy of it.
Just to make you guys stop talking about it, I may just have to see Carrie. But it's also good. So, question number 98. A bridge too far movie that I had to bail on.
Mine is Irreversible. Couldn't do it.
None. Never. Ever. Once.
Mike is a cold, sick bastard.
Yep.
I had to jump ship on Splice. I just got so frustrated and it was like, don't do. Why are you guys doing that? And I turned it off. Couldn't handle it anymore. Question number 99. Getting close to the finish line here. A horror movie that changed my life.
I picked Night of the Living Dead because it's the first one I saw and saw it with my dad. And then it kicked off. We used to have Fright Nights, so we would watch horror movies together. And that's it.
That's the way to get it done.
Yep.
For me, it was the film Black Christmas when I just thought to myself, oh my God, this is how scary stuff can really be.
Yeah. Well, we actually, believe it or not, we've got a collision here. I also have Night of the Living Dead.
There you go.
Because I remember I was a little kid with my Uncle Steve at that time, and he said, hey, let's stay up late and watch scary movies. And that got, I watched it and forever changed, because that was the one that got me. Yeah. It's like, what else is out there? And to close out our top 100 favorite horror movie ending.
Mine is my favorite horror film, and it's Martyrs.
I'm going with Night of the Living Dead. Speaking of.
Yeah, and I'm going with The Mist. Bang. Bang, 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 bang.
But wait, now there's two questions we didn't get to.
Oh, okay.
And they are preferred watch. Do you like to watch at home, the drive-in, the old theater?
Mike doesn't read the emails, Eric.
Or
Cineplex. No, he doesn't read emails.
That's one of them. So what's your answer, Liz? At home.
And this is the one of where we prefer to watch them?
Yes. At home, drive-in.
I prefer to watch them in the movie theater. However, we have some tough audiences here in New Orleans. So if it can be a festival audience who's respectful and there for the movie, or an audience that's there to have a good time, if they're going to yell at the screen, that's great. But put your damn phones down.
Yes.
So it drives me to go home and watch. But
I'm going with Hollywood Theater. And Eric.
I will also go Hollywood Theater.
Hollywood Theater, Portland, Oregon. Okay, last question. What is your favorite episode of The Scariest Things? Liz.
I like the one we did just a couple episodes ago that was adapted horror. I thought that was a great one.
All right. I'm going with They're All My Babies and I Can't Choose. But the very first one, because that's what started this whole thing. And that was the most fun.
Yeah, and we're still doing it.
It showed us we could do it.
73 episodes later, who'd have thunk it? I think because of what an achievement was just to get there, is reading our top 10 from our top 100.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
Because
fun.
that was the culmination of so many people feeding into this and making me believe that what we're doing, in addition to being fun, that people are paying attention.
Almost a year ago.
Almost a year ago.
That was like September, October.
It was
so much work that I
HP Lovecraft Festival.
Yeah.
That's right.
Not doing it again this year.
All right.
We'll get back to it maybe next year.
Yeah. All right. So we really didn't do 8, we didn't do 40, we didn't do 100, we did 103.
Because Liz added one,
Yeah,
and then Mike.
That was my bad. I completely
re-added.
read
Yeah,
that.
best
And then
choreography.
was like,
So 100, the top 103 Myers-Briggs horror questions.
But wait,
you can
there's
figure
more.
us out,
What?
then
There's
you
more.
are a true psychiatrist.
So round of grave digging. Mike,
I got nothing after that.
No grave digging.
No,
Okay.
I like I need a nap after that. I need a nap in a psychiatrist couch.
Liz,
After dissecting my entire horror provenance.
are you gonna?
I got one.
Okay.
So, as a avid horror movie watcher, it is rare to actually, I'll be grossed out or have to cover my eyes, but it is rare that I actually get scared anymore. But I actually got scared on this weekend when I was. My husband is out of town, so I'm like living my bachelorette lifestyle.
The Portland riots that we just had, was that
No.
what got you?
No, it was. I decided that I was so ready for season 2 of Mindhunter. I could not wait. The first 2 minutes of the new season is absolutely terrifying. It is creepy and atmospheric, and the music that they choose and the way it's directed by David Fincher, and it's about serial killers. So that you're going to have your pulse pounding, but I actually got scared in my own house, got up, turned on the alarm, and kind of was like, maybe this isn't a good idea. But then after I got over that, I was like, man, when was the last time I really had my adrenaline pumping from watching something? I guess we're so desensitized sometimes of just
good to know you're still alive.
It was a wake up call. It was a good wake up call.
You actually have emotions, and that's good to know.
The season didn't live up to that first 2 minutes. It was great, don't get me wrong, but like a police investigation, I think that's why they drew it out, and it was kind of a little slow burn. But watch Mindhunter on Netflix.
That was my question. Where can you watch Mindhunter? And the answer is
Netflix.
All right. Eric, what do you got for grave digging?
Well, I'm going to make up for Mike.
You're going to add 3 more questions?
That's right. Okay, rapid fire. No, so there's a couple of film festivals that I wanted to draw everybody's attention to.
Heck yeah.
Because we're wrapping up with Popcorn Frights, and you will see that we had a whole bunch of Popcorn Frights reviews for
tons
stuff like
tons.
The Sonata, and we did Villains, and we did Queen of Spades. So go onto our website. You can check that. But that's a festival that just concluded. Thank you to Mark and Igor for putting on a great show for all of our listeners out in Florida, or who may have actually gotten a chance to go down to Fort Lauderdale and enjoy some of the sun and the beach.
Yeah.
But the next one, the next big one coming up that want to talk about is Film Quest, which is in Provo, which is interesting because you don't think of Provo as a horror movie kind of community. It's like it's BYU, right?
Right.
But because of its relationship with things like Sundance, that whole Salt Lake City area has become something of an independent film haven. And so from September the 6th to the September the 14th, they're having a festival that can be considered to be short film horror heaven. They have 76 short films.
Whoa!
So
wow,
that's a lot of movie watching.
Hullabaloo!
And they've got 13 other movies, including Blood Vessel, Burning Kentucky, Daniel Isn't Real, Finale, Lake Michigan Monster, Making Monsters, Swing Low, The Black String, The Fair, The Sonata, Villains. Seen both of those. Those are great. Volition and Wild Boar. And we will be getting some reviews up for that.
Eric's going to review all 76 short films.
No. But we will be trying to get to as many of them as we can because, I think it's always good to promote the small features and horror shorts.
Yes.
And then the other one that you'll probably hear more about, but I think it's worth mentioning. Our friends Gwen and Brian Callahan, who run the Portland Horror Film Festival, also run the H.P. Lovecraft Film Festival. Big news. They've got Roger Corman showing up this year.
Heck yeah, and there's a Kickstarter as well.
And
that you can check out on, we haven't posted to the website, but you can check it out through
hplfilmfestival.com.
Yep. And you can get
and we can we'll put a thing on Facebook because their Kickstarter, you can get some seriously cool swag along with your tickets to the event. And even if you can't go to the event, they have some awesome things for lurkers from afar.
Yeah,
that's right.
And Richard Stanley also is going to be there, and he's going to be promoting his new movie with Nicolas Cage, The Color Out from Space, which is an H.P. Lovecraft tale, and it looks to be spectacular. It's getting some. It's got the backing of Elijah Wood's Spectravision company,
right? Who brought you Mandy
and A Girl Walks Home Alone at Night. So it's got some good backing, and it's opening at the Toronto Film Festival.
And Daddy's Home.
Yeah. Come to Daddy.
Come to Daddy, not Daddy's Home. Come to Daddy.
There's probably a film called Daddy's Home.
Yeah, I'm sure there's.
Yep, probably.
But anyway, so
Not a horror film, probably.
that one's a little ways out. That's October 4th to October 6th, and the Lovecraft Film Festival it has a bit more attendance. They've got all the theaters, all 4 theaters booked at the at the Hollywood.
In Portland, Oregon.
In Portland, Oregon. Come out, see us. Folks, Roger Corman is 93 years old. And so this is kind of like when Stan Lee was doing the rounds at the comic conventions. He's a legend. He is the godfather of B-movie cinema. And he's still coming out in public and meeting and greeting fans. So come out, book a flight, and then
and ask every question you can think about from Death Race 2000.
Or you can just break out our list of 100 questions and bombard them with that. So anyhow, that's
Either
what
way
I've
works.
got for the grave digging for today.
All right.
And Mike, do you have a tagline? Or do you
No,
want me to close
Eric's
this
got
out?
a tagline.
All right.
That was not your favorite tagline. This is just this is just any old tagline.
No, this is one of the I'm going to go back to another all-time great tagline, and this is from Dawn of the Dead. When there's no more room in hell, the dead will walk the earth.
And that is the double truth, Ruth.
See you next week.